Hi, everyone. I'm giving folks a few minutes to catch up with me tonight. I got to this later than I meant to for everything today, so if folks show up, awesome. Hi, David. Welcome. And I'm giving folks a couple minutes and letting folks know in a couple of my other social media lines that I am going live. So how are folks tonight? Drop a line, 1 to 10. How many spoons have you got? Good to see you all. So thank you so much for joining. So we are going into the week of 8/18 a lot later than I normally do, since normally I do these readings before noon on Monday. So the way this works is this: I am Diana Rachel. I am the voice behind the Spirited Witch Substack, which can be about anything from the paranormal to cooking and doing kitchen witchery from an animistic perspective. I am also the author of Hex Twisting and Urban Magic, and I do a lot of things. So today I just got back. One of the reasons I'm later today is I just got back from a class on invasive species in Michigan and how to deal with them in a way that takes the current environment into account. So thank you everyone for joining me. I am so happy you're here. I pre-gamed a little, so I did pull the tarot card for the week already. It is Strength Inverted. What I'm getting from that intuitively is that we all need to stop and assess our spoons every day. Also, it may be kind of a reaction to my youngest just had his freshman orientation at high school. He was very annoyed because they did one of those icebreakers that they'll make you do sometimes, where you put your hand in someone else's hand and then you go to the next person and the next person. And that is, among other things, a great way to make sure your kid catches the latest summer and fall cold going around. So he's one of the kids that catches everything. So I am just planning ahead in that one and making sure I've got the ginger and spearmint tea ready. So what the strength card can be about, and to remember, I'm not particularly esoteric in my approach to the tarot, although I love, love, love everything Rachel Pollack ever wrote about it. Strength inverted is usually you don't have all the spoons you thought you did, or you don't have all of the whatever it is you thought you did. So it is a time to slow down, reassess, and take a look at what you can do with less, or what you can do to let yourself do less. And given that we just got out of Mercury retrograde and fall is coming in the US and in North America, so obviously in the Northern Hemisphere, it's late. Thanks for being kind, you guys. But usually this is the time where everything is so blindingly busy. And so that call to slow down, because this stuff can really tap you. So for example, today it took me almost 6 hours to sort through all of the stuff my kids' school barraged me with. That's a lot. That took a lot of spoons. So there's things that are necessary, going at them more slowly, perhaps being a little more responsive than reactive, which means that you go ahead and allow a couple beats of silence first, but you do small things to conserve your energy through this week, especially since I know that some people are in regions where there's a nasty storm coming. Some people are dealing with the school stuff. I don't know anyone who's not a billionaire that is not feeling the current economic pinch of the global economy. You get the idea. So to me, this isn't, oh my gosh, you're weak, or oh my gosh, you're going to fail. It's saying, oh my gosh, conserve. So for my spoony folks out there, for those unfamiliar with spoon theory, I strongly recommend you DuckDuckGo or Google it. But it is the concept of, especially when you have a chronic illness, certain things take a certain amount of energy. And we often measure those units in spoons, because it was a good visual of like, okay, brushing my teeth takes 2 spoons, going to work takes 10 spoons, and so on. It's a good energy management metaphor. And so taking a moment and going, what do I have the energy for at the beginning of the day? Do a couple of things, get your coffee, do your sit-ups, watch the morning news, do your 10-minute doom scroll, whatever it is, and then assess how much energy you have for the rest of the day after that. And do this each day with the idea of conserving energy and not doing nothing, like just picking like the top 3 things you have to do and not need and actively trying to rest instead of trying to pack more in. Productivity culture is one of the reasons so many of us are sick. And so choosing to be unproductive actually allows you to be more productive in ways that are meaningful to you, or just live in a meaningful way without productivity being a concept. So I would suggest, while you were taking those moments, thinking for a little bit about what it would mean to not have productivity be a measure in your life at all. What would you have as a measure of what makes your life worthwhile? What makes your life something that you can feel good about, feel connected to, without productivity or without proving your worth all the time? What would that look like? And so I would suggest on the Strength Inverted that meditation of what is valuable to you that is not some kind of performance measured by other people, because that is the key to getting through a strength inversion. So that's what I've got for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I am about to go on my Patreon next to do the 3-card pool for my Patreon members that are $5 and up members. And again, I do consultations. I do tarot readings. I do Lenormand and Oracle. And I also do magical consultations and curse breaking and curse diagnostics. So you can find me at dianarachel.com/booking if you would like to book me. And my Patreon is starting to get some of the goodies. And so Patreon membership includes a paid subscription to Substack as well. So thank you so much for taking the time tonight. I don't think I can see messages from you here. So I'm probably going to have to switch over to my laptop to see what's up. And again, thank you so much for taking the time. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.